Hi, this is Megan Chapman, and this is the Tuesday Studio Video Visit. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If you were with me last week, you can remember my energy was quite up. I was quite high, even if you will. I was very excited, very delighted to share with you some good news that I had just sold a couple of my larger paintings from a wonderful sort of impromptu studio visit that was 6 months in the making. Just beautiful, wonderful experience, still delighted, still thrilled, still know without a doubt that those paintings found the exact right home. The patrons were generous enough to show photos of the pieces in situ in their homes, and it was just glorious all around, just a wonderful thing. So today the energy is, as it is. As with many of you watching the news and seeing everything that's going on in the world, can make us all feel quite unsettled and unsure of things. So if you're feeling that way, I'm right there with you. It feels hard to be creative sometimes, maybe even frivolous. At times like these, I think it's good to, focus on some beauty. The beauty doesn't take the horror away from the world, but it can help for that one instance. I wrote a Friday studio blog. If you haven't looked at that, you can find that. Let's see. I guess personally, I will say that this will be my last Tuesday studio video visit in my 40s. So next Tuesday, when you see me, I'll be 50. So we'll see. We'll see if that changes anything about the Tuesday studio video visit in the coming year ahead. But yeah, so it's sort of while the world feels like while the world is quite tumultuous and people are suffering, we're also going about our lives, and that also feels quite strange at times, and then celebrating our own various milestones and anniversaries and things like that. So on Sunday I'll be turning 50, and I will be it's a very contemplative time, I guess. So thank you for being a part of my art world for a really long time, whether you've just recently found me or whether you've been part of the game for a really long time now. I do appreciate you, and I'm so glad you're with me on this journey, and I'm so glad that we can communicate and share our ideas and fears and worries and excitements and joys through art and words and music and writing and all sorts of creativity. It's a beautiful thing. So this is it. This is my last Tuesday studio video visit of my 40s. I'm looking forward to what the future brings. And in other news, if you don't yet follow me over on Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/Megan Chapman, please do join me over there. If you're an artist that is on Ko-fi, please let me know. I'm a Ko-fi ambassador, and I would love to make a connection with you, especially if you are in Edinburgh or the UK somewhere, or even if you're in America and you haven't yet joined Ko-fi as a creative person, you might want to consider doing that. It's a really wonderful platform, and it's a great way for your supporters and your patrons to help support you. Whether it's, keeping your lights on or keeping your studio rented or buying you materials or, whatever it is you need to create whatever brand of art you share with us. It's a really good place. So I do highly recommend it to all those artists, and I would love to connect with you over there. And of course, for my patrons, I would love to connect with you over there as well. There's various memberships. You can give me as little as £3 just to say, hey, I see what you're doing and I support you. And when you do, there's various little perks that open up with that. But and then there's ongoing subscriptions as well. So if you have a minute and you want to think about it, great. And then also, yeah, I don't know what to say really. It's just, I don't know. It's a strange time. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So I'm just going to close this video because it's gone just a wee bit longer than I intended it to. I'm just going to close with the metta practice that I practice often. And maybe you would feel inclined to join me, maybe not. But I just wish, very simply, very plainly, may all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings rejoice in the well-being of others. And may all beings live in peace, free from greed and hatred. Thank you. And thank you for joining me on the Tuesday studio video visit. I'll see you next week.